remember that I can open a business and I have a tax number, but I'm not really doing anything. I'm not trading. So I can just have a shelf and not trade, but all I do is that every year I submit 0 returns. But we already have our house in order. So what is important is that before we get to the operational side, we must first make sure that our house is in order as owners of the company and as directors of the company, because your risk exposure only start with non-compliance with your foundational documents, only starts when you start operating. So so no law says that once you've registered, you must open a bank account or you must activate the SaaS account. You will get a tax number, but you are not trading. You're just holding a shelf up until maybe it's a special purpose vehicle that we want to reserve that name, because remember that sometimes we register this special purpose vehicle to protect the name. I could be coming up with a V&J. And because of the uniqueness of that name, I would register a company, I would register a domain name. So I will start protecting the IP without necessarily operating. So it just depends where we are at with that company. So even with the bank account, once you open it, then it means you will have to then not just pay your annual returns, you'll also have to do your tax and declare your income and make sure that you are compliant in terms of the income tax as a company. And the reason sometimes we just ask clients to get into the habit of opening bank account and just putting small amount is because you want to start generating the history of financials. Because once you start, then we will be saying, but we need financials for the last 3 months. And you don't have them. Then you don't qualify for that opportunity because you don't have financials. So opening the bank account and just making sure that you just contribute and make just smaller spend, you are just activating the financial health and making sure that you've got financials. And it's also easier for your bookkeeper to then start preparing the accounting statements.